Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, today we're going to do a bit of work on the EVO today. We're going to install the two-piece front rotors and the Elig brake pads. I'll just show you quickly what we're going to do. So I've got the Elig ZA04 front racing brake pads. I've got the DVA 5000 series two-piece rotors. So they're looking pretty nice. And then I got the Motul 600 brake fluid. So I'm not sure if that's going to be enough, but we'll see. I probably won't bleed the brakes today, so I just won't have time, but I'll try and install the front rotors and the brakes today. So let's go. Alright guys, so now that we've jacked up the car safely on jack stands, we're gonna take off the wheels and have a look at the brake caliper and brake pads. So what we have to do. So it looks like what we have to do is just take out that pin, and this brake pad spring will just come out, and then we can slide the pads out. Pretty much just grab yourself a punch. I just use pliers and just tap it out. Should just come out like that. Second one. Alright, and that should just wriggle out. Just push down on the spring a little bit to release the tension. And there's one. And that's another one. And then this spring should just come out. So I'm pretty sure this just holds the pins in the caliper and the brake pads. All right, now that we got the pin and the spring retainer out, we'll just take out the brake pads. So you just push up against the piston and it should just come out. So these are Dixel brake pads. So they've already been upgraded by the previous owner about 8 years ago. I don't do that much driving, so there's still plenty of meat left on there. There's the anti-rattle, anti-squeal shim. So the direction of which way the disc goes. So they were pretty good brake pads still. Just thought I'd replace them because I'm getting two-piece rotors, so might as well upgrade the brake pads. So still plenty of meat left on them, so I might just keep them. Alright, so we're lucky enough that the brake disc is already loose, so we don't actually have to hammer it out. So I'll just show you a quick tip on pushing the pistons back. If you be really careful, you can use pliers or screwdriver, and you can actually just push the pistons back. Just be careful not to damage the seal. If you're really budget conscious and you don't have money to buy piston wind back tool, which is pretty much the same idea. So you can put the new brake pads in, and you can do the same to the other side. Just make sure that you're not actually damaging the pistons seals, and you can push this piston back, and then it should just be like that. So it's not the right way, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So the pistons are back, and just make sure you watch your overflow, so your brake fluid reservoir, because once you're pushing that brake fluid all the way back, it's only got one place to go, which is in the reservoir. So keep an eye on the reservoir. So we'll just go and proceed to take off the brake caliper. Just got 2 bolts, one there and one down the bottom. So we'll just go and crack that open and take off the caliper. her off, so we'll just do a little bit of a maintenance. So here's a quick tip for you guys. You can see it's a little bit rusty here. So what I do is I get a drill with a steel brush, wire brush, and I just take all that rust off. So it just makes the mating surface for the new disc. Yeah, so it just makes it a bit better. And I put a little bit of copper grease, so the next time we go and take off the disc, it just comes off instead of rusting like this. So I'm gonna go get my drill and wire brush, and we'll just give it a quick clean up. We got the drill with the wire brush, and we're just gonna go around the surface. Pretty much get rid of all the rust. You see all that? Just makes the mating surface a bit more smoother. Just hit it with a bit of a degreaser. Just a rag, wipe it down. So it's pretty much, rust is pretty much all gone. So that's good enough. Alright, so this is a copper grease that I got from the last time when I did my exhaust manifold. I put a little bit on the threads that go into the head just to make it easier next time when I do take the studs off. Yeah, so I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger and then just paste it onto the hub, and then we'll put the discs on. Alright, so that's sitting on. I'm just going to put the caliper back on. So I'm just going to put a bit of Loctite on here, on the caliper bolts, and then we'll end up putting the new pads in. So the caliper's on. I've tightened them up. So we're just going to end up cleaning these shims and just cleaning the spring. So I just might, you can use the grease and just wipe them down, or I'm just going to use the wire brush. Pretty much that's it. Just gonna give it a degreaser, just obviously the mating surface again, just trying to keep it all clean. that's done. Nice and clean. So, just give it a wipe down. I'm a bit too fast about this. Here we go. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. So we're not throwing the pads in now. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and fit up these shims. You can get titanium shims for it, but whatever, I'm not too fussed about squill and stuff like that. So you fit them like that. They got arrows on them, so the direction of which way the disc spins is the way you should put them. So you can put some, like they call it brake squill glue, just to stop it from moving around and obviously squilling. I know EBC do them, so I'm gonna go ahead and fit these up into here. So we just get our pin, put this top one through. I might just give that a little tap there. Alright, so you get your little spring here, and then you feed that one through the bottom. Alright. Make sure the holes line up, and then get your hammer, just cut this on through. We'll just double check, make sure nothing's loose. These are in. Obviously there's a bit of a gap there, but once we pump the brakes, the piston will come up and make contact with the brake pads there. So I will quickly go ahead and do the other side, then we'll throw the wheels on and we'll do the bedding in procedure, and then we'll see how the DBA two-piece rotors with the new Elig Racing Brake pads go against the OEM rotor and the Dixel brake pads. So yeah. It's all done. I reckon it looks freaking sick. So it looks really tough now. So what that's left is just to pump the brakes and put the wheels on. We'll jack it down, torque up the wheels, and we'll take it for a test drive. Alright guys, so the two-piece rotors and the Elig Racing Brake pads are in, so we're just going to do a bedding in procedure. I messaged Charles from Land Speed Racing about the bedding in procedures. He says go 80 to 60 about 5 times, let it cool, and then go from 100 to 80 Ks about 5 times and let it cool, and then that should be it. So let's try it out. 80, medium brake to 60. Medium brake 60. I can definitely feel it getting a little bit firmer, but we don't want to glaze up the disc. So it's definitely biting harder now. Okay, one more time. All right guys, so that's the bedding in procedures done. 80 to 60 medium braking pressure and 100 to 80 medium braking pressure. First initial thoughts, I really like the grabbiness and the initial bite of the brake pads. Really good. Just putting along the street here, you probably won't notice it, but on the track is where it's going to matter. Braking pressures are up, temperatures are up, so I can't wait to test it out on the track. I hope you liked the video. Hopefully it was interesting for you guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.